In the summer of 2019, a couple from Ohio, Mark and Emily Rogers, decided to take a road trip to celebrate their third wedding anniversary. They avoided the usual chain hotels, preferring old roadside motels with character. That was a mistake they'd never forget. It was late when they reached West Virginia, and a heavy rainstorm forced them to pull over. They spotted an old neon sign glowing in the distance, Blackwater Motel, flickering under the pounding rain. The place looked like it hadn't been renovated since the 1960s, but they were tired and soaked, so they checked in. The front desk clerk, a pale, thin man with glassy eyes, spoke little. He slid the key across the counter and simply said, "Stay in your room after midnight." Their room was small but clean enough, faded wallpaper and an old TV. They laughed about the creepy vibe, thinking the warning was just part of the motel's rustic charm. Around 12:15 a.m., as the storm raged outside, Emily woke to the sound of whispering. She thought it was the TV, but it was off. Mark was asleep, and the voices seemed to be coming from just outside their door, soft, urgent, and in a language she didn't recognize. Then came a slow, deliberate scratching against the door. Emily's heart pounded. She crept to the peephole. But instead of seeing the hallway, she saw nothing, just solid black, as if something was pressed right up against it. She stumbled back, and that's when the voices stopped. At exactly 3:03 a.m., Mark woke screaming. He said he'd been dreaming of a dark room where dozens of shadowy figures surrounded the bed, whispering his name. Emily turned on the light, and for a split second, they both saw *** long. Dark hands, *** retreating into the corners of the room, hands that didn't belong to any human. In the morning, they packed in silence. Okay. At the front desk, the clerk looked at them with tired eyes and simply said, "You're lucky you didn't open the door." When they told a local gas station owner about their night, his face went pale. He said Blackwater Motel had been abandoned for over 20 years after a mass murder. In room 6, where guests claimed to see the victim's shadows still wandering at night. The problem was, Mark and Emily had stayed in room 6. They drove away and never looked back. But even now, Emily swears she sometimes wakes at 3:03 a.m. to the sound of whispering and scratching at her door.